Hi guys, welcome back to the shed and welcome back to a new video on the CD200. So I've been putting this off for a while. The CD200 hasn't been playing ball, so it keeps dropping cylinders, keeps wetting the plugs, so it's either valve stem oil seals or the rings have gone. So I've had to bite the bullet, put the Bentley in the naughty corner and remove the engine. Let's have a look. So there's the Bentley, no engine, and it's gone down the pecking order of bikes now, so it's annoyed me so much I've pushed it out of the way. Obviously we're doing stuff with the Suzuki at the moment, and the next bike is going to get the CD200. Although it's complete, I haven't ridden it on the road yet, so we're going to do that. But what we've got up here is the engine, which I'm going to dismantle. So at the moment all I've done, put it in top dead centre, remove the rocker cover. So what we're going to do is attempt to remove the head and the barrel, and then go from there, see what we find. I know the valve stem oil seals are no good, so they've definitely got to be done. I don't know until we take the head off and have a look at the piston and rings whether they're worn or not. Got no idea. I've never taken one of these apart before. I've had a good read of the manual. Doesn't look too difficult, so let's tear into this thing. Okay, so that's the head off. What you can see from the top of the pistons, this is the cylinder that kept dropping. See how oily the top of the piston is there compared to the right one. So it's left as I'm sitting on the bike. So that's the one that kept dropping. Very oily, look. Whereas this one is not. Now, can't really see it in here, so let's just work out. So it'd be this side. Yeah, it's oily. Whereas that side's just dry. Yeah, so I don't know whether it's a valve. You can see this one, very oily. So I don't know whether it's a valve stem issue or a ring, but we're going to take the barrel off next. Well, that's the cylinders off, the barrel. Yeah, you can see where it stood for a while. The bores are not scratched. I mean, they probably just need a quick honing, and off they go again. But this is the side that's been given the trouble. I can't see nothing obvious there. I mean, there's no broken piston rings. They actually look pretty cool. Pretty good. I mean, I will remove the pistons, clean everything up. Yeah. I've got a lot of tidying up to do now. Well, a lot of cleaning. I think what I'll do is I'll get these pistons off. Give this a good clean. Hone the bore, put the pistons in, see how they feel. And then we'll tackle the valve stems and the valves a bit later. Pistons off. It's the left and that's the right one. Genuine Honda, it says it on the bottom. So I've given the head a quick clean up. Actually doesn't look too bad. So I've just removed the gasket from both faces, and I've actually run a very fine Scotch-Brite down there just to remove the rust at the bottom. Now what I'm hoping, I mean, these are still a very good fit, is a quick hone, and these will be fine. I mean, the rings are doing plenty there. They're all in good condition as well. So clean the pistons up, going to hone the bores, got to clean this gasket surface off here, and then we can work on the head. But I think the first thing to do is we'll get the barrel, the pistons sorted, maybe that settled back on before we tackle that. Right, so the initial plan of cleaning the pistons, barrels, honing the bores and putting them back on that ain't going to work because my honing tool's too big, so I've had to order a smaller one. So I'm going to leave all that as it is, and we're going to crack on getting the valves out. So I've just given them a quick whiz up. This is the cylinder which is on the left as you sit on the bike, so it's this side, which was given us, or looked like by the piston, giving us the most trouble. They don't look great, but until we get them out, who knows. So got the valve spring compressor. Let's work to get these valves out. Okay, so I've got all the valves cleaned up. Exhaust valves cleaned up quite nicely. I think I called these inlet valves. These little ones are exhaust. Inlets all cleaned up. I've got the face cleaned up. We're ready to start lapping valves. Now, you can do it by hand. Sucker on there, twist, turn. But I like to cheat, so I use a drill. So I'm going to get them lapped in, and hopefully we can cut a new face on them. Right, I've given this one a rough ground. Now we're going to give it a smooth. Back the other way. Back the other way. I know it's lazy using a drill. Ooh. Okay, now that we've done one side of the cylinder, let's have a look at what we've got. So, exhaust valve, as you can see, it's got a beautiful cut on it now. If we compare it to the other side, you can clearly see the difference. Same as the inlet, this side now, brilliant. Compare it to the other side, not so good. Also, you can see here in the seats as well, these two are nice and cut, whereas these two still rough as hell. So I'll crack on, get these right side done, and we'll have a look again. All the valves ground in, got nice edges on them. Still a little bit of pitting in the cylinder, but nothing too bad. New valve stem seals on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Start reassembling. Okay, got the valves back in, and I filled them up with liquid. Nothing's getting by. That's good. Excellent. So that's them done. I forgot to do over here. So clean this gasket face up, wait for the honing tool, and then we can reassemble the whole thing again. Okay, so I've come as far as I can go today. This is a horrible job. Clean all the gasket face up, but that's all done, ready to go. Now, while I was disassembling it, I was thinking to myself, has this ever been apart? And to start off with, I didn't think it had until I looked at a gasket set. So, in a gasket set, I don't know if you can see, these little blue, these are valve stem seals. I didn't use them ones. I've got proper Honda ones. These little rubber seals here go in the head. So dowel goes in, and then a rubber seal goes around the end. There's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Well, they weren't in there when I disassembled it. So now I'm thinking, was it leaking oil directly into the bore? I've got no idea. I mean, you can see how close they are, but there was no rubber seals, none of these in there. And I checked the manual, and they're supposed to be in there. And they're in this kit. So, yeah, I'm not sure. So, happy with the head. That's all cleaned up. Ready to go. Base gasket's all been cleaned off. The head's cleaned up, ready to go. All I need to do is just hone the bores, Piston's all cleaned up, ready to go. So yeah, just waiting for a honing tool. So I'll bring you back when that arrives and we'll reassemble. Okay, honing tool turned up. Now before I hone the bores, what I want to do was check, have a look at the clearances, see how much meat we've got left. So I've done this cylinder already, now doing this one. I've taken the top ring off the current piston, put it in the bore and measured the end gap. And we are just below top clearance. So not far off a rebuild at all really. Now I'm in two minds what to do, whether just to go plus 25, have it rebored, but that's just a load more money, new piston, new rings, and obviously the cost of a rebore. So for £6 a side, I've got a set of standard piston rings coming. I'm hoping these piston rings are worn. Put the new piston rings in, if that closes the gap up enough, and then we'll call that done and slap it all back together. So that's as far as I can go in today's video. I'm probably going to get on with another bike now. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.